No questions, hands down the best lockdown pasta you will ever eat. We're gonna make the ultimate lockdown pasta. We're gonna use all ingredients that effectively come in cans. And you might think, okay, if it comes from cans, it's probably disgusting. No, it's not. It's gonna be amazing, okay? So stay with me. For the ingredients, we're gonna have some cherry tomatoes, which by the way, you can replace them with canned tomatoes, some black olives, some tuna, some capers, onion, chili, and pasta. And this recipe is super, super quick. It's so quick, I actually did it between meetings this week. Takes 15 minutes, so let's get cracking. Start off with 2 cloves of garlic. Just a squash. Keep them in camicia. Our parsley, we're gonna use quite a little bit of parsley, but the stems, we take them off and we use them to flavor our oil. For this dish, we're gonna use some frantoio. It's a little bit more delicate than some of the other ones we've been using. And since this dish is really powerful in terms of taste, it's nice to have a little bit of a more delicate olive oil. With this on the fire, we prepare the rest of the ingredients. The pan is at low heat, so we warm up the olive oil slowly. That really helps to infuse the flavor with the stuff we put on. We're just gonna cut these cherry tomatoes in 4. And the onion, we just kind of cut it coarsely. We don't want it too thin, we wanna see it. And the onion is the first one to go in. Give it a bit of a mix. And we keep it slowly because we want the onion to release all the flavors. To the onion, we'll add a little bit of Prosecco or white wine. Anytime you do onions, it's always nice to have a little bit of wine. It just mellows down some of that punginess that the onion has, adds a little bit of acidity to the dish. And move it around, make sure that all the alcohol gets to evaporate from this before we move into the next step. This dish, I like it spicy. So a little bit of chili in my house always goes a treat. This one is not very spicy, so we'll just add a little bit. And we add the chili a little bit later because otherwise it burns. So off it goes. Just before we put the cherry tomatoes. You can take away the parsley stems, they've done their bit. We'll keep the garlic till the end. Crank up the heat, just give it a second until it gets a little bit warmer. And here we go. And we're pretty much done here. So water goes in. And by the way, guys, I hope you're liking this. So big thumbs up if you do, I really appreciate it. Now we take some capers. Capers are usually in brine. So what I like to do is put a little bit here. I gave them a wash in cold water so that we know how much salt we're putting in. They go in. So do the olives. Let's not be shy about the olives. And at this point, we just kill the heat. Water boiling, salt goes in, pasta goes in. We use the thong to push it in. Now we can go ahead and just cut some parsley. We'll just put a little bit in now, and then we'll put a little bit afterwards. You don't have to be super fine. This is a quick dish. Do what you can. That's it. First batch goes in. Take away the garlic. The pasta has been in 6 of its 9 minutes, so kill the fire. And we'll finish it cooking in here. A little bit of the cooking water. Here you know the drill, it's important you keep the pasta moving. You need to be able to make sure it cooks all over. And this is gonna give us our usual beautiful creaminess. And you're probably thinking, okay, you forgot the tuna. No, I didn't. The tuna, when it's cooked, it tastes disgusting. So the tuna in the can is already cooked. So all we want to do is just warm it up. So now that the pasta is done, kill the fire, and our tuna goes in. This is 160 grams of tuna, and we're going to be eating here for 3 people. We mix it in, make sure it's nice and warm. Our last bit of fresh parsley goes in. Let's give this a taste. This is the ultimate lockdown pasta. Go and do it. Buon appetito.